has got some serious racial ramifications. He's sensitive to this. He does not want to say anything, even innocently, that would have any kind of negative racial connotation. He's very proud of the work he's done in the last 21 years as a member of the city council. He's proud of the progress that Swainsboro has made, and he looks forward to continuing to serve the city. Anything else?
Yeah, that's good enough. I mean, serve for a period of time, and not for the whole term.
Yes, sir.
I've got
Yes,
some
sir.
medical issues, so
Yes, sir.
I've got to address them, and I won't be able to be on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How about, we got a bad place. There you go. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Anyone else from council?
From the mayor and council.
Can he?
Oh, sorry. The mayor and council. In the book I read, it says, "Have I not written sayings for you, saying of counsel and knowledge, teaching you to be honest and to speak the truth, so that you bring back truthful reports to those you heard. Do not exploit the poor and do not crush the needy in court, for the Lord will pick up their case." Mr. Mayor, did I not send you a letter on this matter?
You did, and we had a conversation the following day about that letter.
The incident occurred on July the 10th at a council retreat. And on July 11th, I sent you a letter further outlining my concerns. And now here we are today. For myself and my constituents, I represent this matter and I take it deeply. It's a moral and ethical standards that are represented by the council. It was said that this is a dark cloud that needs not to be hanging on the Swainsboro. And when we think about it, we don't want to see a dark cloud on the Swainsboro. We want us all to work together. There comes times that we cannot work together, but we try and work it out. We have disagreements and we try and work it out. But for the people that I represent in my community, we want to make sure that we all are treated fairly and respected. It does no good for you to have a seat at the table and you don't allow anybody to eat. When you come to the table, you expect to be fed. So what I want to say is that we want everyone here to work together. We hate for us to have ethical and moral issues. Swainsboro is a loving and beautiful town, and I want to keep it that way. So let's not give the world a negative look at what I call the pine tree capital of the world. Now, would anybody else have anything to say? That's what I wanted to say. I know that we have difficulties, but certain things need to be addressed. We cannot have attitudes like that. With us working together, we cannot work together like that.
Anybody else?
Let me voice the sentiment. Councilperson Stafford mentioned that he didn't remember saying that. And at the place where he sat at the table, around him or next to him was Councilperson Scanias. Across the table was Mayor and City Administrator and two of Jacob's employees. The next table over is where this is, and also Councilperson Collins sat behind Mr. Stafford going around the table. Councilperson Faulkner and I and Bragg and two of Jacob's employees was there. Now when this comment was made, I was taken back because of the fact of what I heard. I was lost for words at that time. I thought that this issue would have been dealt with then. I thought that we could come together. I never thought in 2018 that I would hear what I heard. But the God that I serve, if I do not forgive you, sir, for the comment you made, I know better than anyone else. For heaven is where I desire to go. And how the comment got out, I'm thinking, or I really don't know how it got out, but I'm thinking that if at that meeting or shortly thereafter, if I would have just heard the words, "Sir, I'm sorry." We all say things that sometimes might not be so nice toward one another. But I've worked on this council with you, sir, for quite a long time. And I have good friends. I don't look at what people say. It's not what people call me, but it's what I choose to answer by. And on that day, July the 10th, I shall never forget. But my spirit says, if I want to see Jesus, so I got to forgive you. And so I'm saying here in front of all assembled, so I forgive you for that, because it was deep. But I forgive you. Because if I don't, I know better than anyone else, but it really disturbed my spirit because of the fact it went on so long after. From July the 10th up until our first meeting. And at our meeting, when I addressed this office body, I asked, I have an issue about the conduct of a council member about doing it in executive session. And the mayor, you said that we couldn't do that in executive session, we need to do it out in the open. So then I asked, well, at the next meeting, I want to address it. I want to nip this in the bud. I didn't want all of Swainsboro here. And then when it comes here, it makes it look like it's a racial issue when it's not. It's just how I was hurt. But we need to move forward. There are other issues that take place in Swainsboro that we should have been concerned about when young children were killed. And we tried to get a group to come together. We couldn't get the group to come together, but just when words come out of a mouth, we get the whole city together. So my thing again to you, sir.
I did apologize.
My thing to you, again, sir, is that from the movie The Great Debate, I chose to take the high road. And there again, sir, I just can't say it enough, sir. I forgive you. I forgive you. Thank you, sir.
If I've done anything like this, I'm sorry. I appreciate that. And I did always apologize.
Do we have any other comments?
I'd like that comment.
Yes, ma'am.
I was offended by the comment. I was hurt because I did not think that we had that mindset in this day and age. Maybe it's the sociologist behind me, I don't know. But I didn't think we had that mindset today. But I was even more hurt that it took a month for us to address the issue. I heard the comment. It upset me that it was done in our collective. It upset me that it was done when there were others in the unit with us that were representing another company. I was hurt that all of the citizens in this community have been going through.
I feel like, we all know our past, and I stand firmly against any type of racial slurs or things of that nature. But then, when it comes to me personally, I can live with some things and go on. But when I think of the children, the young people that's following the example that we set, then that's why we want to do the right thing. We want to have positive people, positive minds, positive words. And if we don't hear those from our leaders, if we don't, if they don't show it when they go out, and do their works, then, it's just not, it's not a time for that. It's not, don't ever be a time to reach and get those derogatory statements. And, for that, I would join in and say, yes, it could have offended me. What he said after that, when she told him she was, offended, he told her, I picked up. I did it myself. So I thought about that. And I thought they were whites, blacks, others, picking cotton, but we all know what that expression means as a whole. We think that it, we know what that meant. It takes us back some years. So we tried to move forward. We not going, hope we won't ever have to pick anymore. So we're not going there anymore. And I think we should look straight ahead, and I think that the council, had we got together and talked about it, we could have resolved it. But for whatever reason, we did not get together, and it hit the neighborhood ears, and it got blown away. And so now here we are. But I just feel like an apology was given, and to me, I accept your apology.
Okay, thank you, Bobby. Let me put a little clarity on the timeline here. When Ms. Faulkner presented me with a letter the day after this occurred, I called her the very next morning. We had a good conversation on the phone. We discussed her feelings, which I totally understand and agree with. And at the end of that conversation, I made the statement that, Rita, we have got to be together to make progress happen. She agreed with that. And I also said, now Rita, are you okay? Are we okay? I said, matter of fact, I said, I want you to tell me before we hang up that you were all right with me in this situation. And she said she was. Now, I assumed that the issue had been put to rest. And I appreciated her talking to me. I always have. We've always been able to work through things for the most part. About a week later, I heard from someone in the community. She was very upset and very offended, at which point I asked her to come to me at City Hall, and we had another good discussion for about an hour and a half. A wide-ranging list of topics that I felt very good about. We also discussed how we get past this point. At that point, Rita had to be out of town on city business for a couple of days. At that point, and I told her what I intended to do in talking to Johnny Ray to see if we could bring some resolution to this issue. Knowing where she stood, knowing where I thought he stood, and that's where we left. So I did. I had a conversation with Johnny Ray. Johnny Ray, very, very remorseful for this situation. He realized that he made a mistake. I can understand the difference in the way a comment is made and the way a comment is taken. And I think that's what we're basically dealing with here. I have all the respect in the world for Rita. She does a great job. She's one of the council people that I call on when I need help. I don't want to lose that. I don't want her to feel the way that I have been hearing her feel lately. And if I need to apologize, along with Mr. Stafford, for what has been perceived as my ignoring this issue, then I want to apologize to everybody in this town. Because I think anyone who knows me, anyone who has worked with me and followed what we've tried to do, understands how I feel about respect and fairness and the value of everybody's opinion and everybody's work and everybody's participation. We are too small a town to burn up our energy on destructive things. We have to work hard enough in this town on construction. And I've had comments the last 7 or 8 days that question my intentions, question my ability. And I can take that, that's okay, that's fine, everybody has an opinion. But what I do not understand is how this can be construed in racial terms, because folks, forgive me, I may be living in another world, but I don't think we have racial hatred in this town. I think everybody in this town knows the demons that their friends fight and the troubles that we all put up with. And if we can't help each other, if we can't share those burdens, we're not gonna make any progress. And I'll tell you the thing that distresses me most about this is just exactly what Bobby was talking about, was the idea that young folks are gonna look at us and say, well, y'all can't cooperate, y'all can't get along. What are we supposed to do? I had a comment today from folks who are involved in bringing jobs and industry to this town, who are involved in just that right now with a company, and I can't give details, but they're close to making a decision to come to Swainsboro. But you know, if they get the idea that this city government is fractured, and this community is not a community that works together and gets along, then that's a very dangerous situation as far as us bringing this industry to town. So there are all kind of things that we need to consider. And, you know, we've had some scripture quoted here this evening, and I'd like to add to that a little bit. You know, in the Bible it says, be quick to hear, be slow to speak, and be slow to anger. I think we all need to listen to that. We all need to listen to each other. And that's all I'm gonna say. What I'd like to do now.
Mr. Mayor, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we did have that conversation the next day. And also, you said you were gonna talk to them. Now, this was on the 11th. Now, I assumed, which I guess was not very part of my part, that you were gonna talk to Mr. Stafford within a couple of days. Now, 2 weeks went by. I did not hear from Mr. Stafford. Now, did I hear from you? When you said that we were fine, you and I were fine because you did not offend me that day. Okay? The person who offended me did not contact me until the Friday before our council meeting, which was August 3rd. Okay, now, I didn't hear anything from anybody.
Okay.
Didn't nobody ask me, did I want a drink of water? If I was, how I felt about it, anymore. Now, if somebody told you how I feel, what was so bad about it that you just called me up and asked me, Rita, I hear so-and-so or something?
That's exactly what I did before we had our meeting upstairs.
Okay, that was the 11th, but between that time, I didn't hear anything from you.
Between that time, Rita, I had thought that what you told me on the phone was the way you felt.
Right, and I was fine with you.
Yeah.
So who the person that offended me got off scot-free or what?
Of course not.
Okay.
Of course not. You know, if it didn't happen just exactly as quickly as you would have liked, then I apologize for that, and I'll do it again. But the fact remains that the conversations I had with you and the conversations I had with him were all part of putting something together to put this to bed. And I had a conversation with you on Friday, and you basically refused to talk to me. So that kind of shut the whole process down. Okay, here's what we're gonna do next. If anyone from the floor.
Okay, I got to tell you, I've known John Ray Stafford pretty much all my life. I have probably no closer friend than Johnny Ray. And I have watched him help people in this community, and I know his personality, and I know that if he said anything, what he said was said in tongue in cheek. It was not meant to, as a derogatory or to appeal. One of the reasons I ran for city council was watching Johnny Ray and what he's done for this community. So I wanted to do something. I wanted to community, I want to see the school today. The Lee County Road Staff and all of this council will do a good law for this community.
Well, we're here to put things back together. And that's what I hope this table is gonna work to do. But if folks here in this room tonight would like to make a statement, then you are welcome to do so. I think we're gonna put a time limit on it of about 30 minutes. If no one wants to, we'll move ahead. But if we do have folks who wanna make a statement, then I would appreciate it if you'd come to the head of the table and tell us who you are and where you live. And this is not gonna be a debate. It's not gonna be a question and answer, but it will be your opportunity to make a statement.
My name is Greg Newsom. I used to be part of Johnny Ray.
Over 30 years.
Yes, and in auto parts, 33 years. I've never heard him cuss. It's true. I've never heard him down nobody. Everybody that ever left there was pleased with the way they were treated. And he's just not that kind of fellow. I didn't know, we've been buddies since we were 12 years old. And this cotton picking goes, you don't want to go black, white, well, it's for everybody. Everybody in this room pick cotton. I pick cotton. I'm 71 years old. I picked cotton when I was 6 years old. My mama made me a little satchel, a little flour sack. But, and I would say among your county, the black and the white is getting along better than anybody I know of. And when in the world we need to miss that? You don't hear no complaints. We ain't got marches going on like that. Yeah, we ain't got this carrying on like everybody else does. So, but he's a good fellow, and he, like the lady said, the good Lord is a forgiving God. I'm a 32nd degree master mason. The first thing you learn is forgive. You know, I mean, that's just a part of it. And if you can't forgive, there's something wrong.
Greg,
Okay, and let me say one thing. I said he probably didn't, he never cussed, but the only time I seen him get upset was when a man brought a snake in the store and showed it to him. And his body wouldn't run with his feet, so he got him on all fours and run into the door. And he got up and said, "Where'd he go?" I said, "He done gone." Other than that, that's about it.
And you tell them what happened to you there.
No,
Me and
we
him
don't
worked,
use
me
it
and
now.
him worked together side by side for 33 and a half years. And we never had no problem. And we had many black customers, we had white.
Yeah, I say I got as many black friends in this
Yeah,
town.
we got plenty of black.
anyone else?
No one wrong.
My name's Rudolph Griffin. I know the gentleman over there. Met this in 2008. And all for this time it was wrong. For us it was wrong. Things like no reform. You have to do. Can't be making no reform. I don't care what you can't make. You have to give it a goal. At the time, we can make best now. We can leave this state right now on a racial issue. We can be the first one. You got news media right here now. Now it's time to make a difference. Let's make that difference.
Thank you, Rudolph. Anyone else? All right. Hold up.
My name is Ron Moore, I'm serving as the meeting for the Southern Board in Swainsboro, and our objective is to bridge the gap amongst the rich and the poor, the young and the old, the black and the white. If you look at this shirt, you see a black hand and a white hand shaking one another. So I stand here and honestly say that we out for everybody. The remarks really took me back. And I rode around all day yesterday and Sunday. We passed a lot of cotton fields. I ain't see nobody in the cotton field picking cotton. Seen a bunch of tractors. So when I heard about this, I wouldn't talk to Ms. Reed, because sometimes you get things secondhand. And I want to hear it for myself, Mayor. And you know me good enough to know that want to get straight to the point. And that disturbed me. That disturbed me. Not only did the remark disturb me, but from where it came from disturbed me. And in lieu of how it was said, disturbed me. Elected officials, the police commission, and these kind of remarks going on, as hard as we are struggling right now to find something for the young folks here to do, to stay out of trouble, to stay out of jail. I hear forgiveness, but when people break the law, they get punished. I hear nothing about judgment, and that's in the book too. So my concern is moving forward, not nailing nobody to the cross, but knowing what we're supposed to do. Because if you give consent to something that's wrong, you just as guilty. You just as guilty. And on the flip side of that, if you don't support what's right, you wrong. So ain't no hiding place. And me and Mr. Johnny Ray got a good relationship. He's never been rude to me. But I don't think Ms. Rita lying. And had it been reversed and something was said that was ethically wrong by Ms. Rita or anybody else, I'd be the first one on board. Y'all know me. You know, I want to remove myself from the situation from a personal matter and look at it from an ethical standpoint and then make a decision. And I think if we do that, if everybody do that, we'll do the right thing. We'll do right. But one thing we can't do, you can't sweep it under the rug. We already it's out. We know it's going to happen. And ramifications will be worse depending on how this unit, this town, this council deal with it. Because just like you said, moving forward, we don't want to set an example for the next generation, the younger generation coming up, that we got issues. We know we got issues, but we can work out issues. That's why this table is round. So we can work them out. Sometimes that means you might have to get up from it. Sometimes that means you might have to put somebody else in the seat who don't do right. But whatever the case may be, that's what we look for our leaders to do. And that's what I'm looking for y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. Anyone else?
I'd like to say one thing. I've known John Ray Stafford for over 40 years, and we served in some city clubs together. And I've seen Johnny Ray reach out to people, and color wasn't no factor. If they needed help, he did what he could do to see that they got it. And then I hear the apologies, and I hear these people here accepting the apologies. And it just looks to me like we're trying to put this behind us so we can move forward. And I hope that the rest of the conversation can be like that. Thank you.
Yes, Mayor, we want to do more.
Yes,
We're on Moore's Way. It's really bothersome.
And I hear people say, white people pick cotton, Puerto Rican people pick cotton. But how many in here can say their ancestors have skin ripped from their back when they didn't pick the cotton or they didn't pick enough? How many, please raise your hand if you have ancestors that picked cotton and had this, they were slaves, okay? We're just gonna put it out there plain. They were slaves. Okay, so when, and Mr. Johnny Ray have never had a problem. I speak to him every time we come to the city council meetings, but for that to come out of his mouth, that's hurtful, okay? It hurts me, and I know that it hurts the people that are in here. It hurt Rita. I know it hurt John. I know it hurt Bobby. That's the reason, and Sue, that's the reason they were offended. Okay, and you just can't do that. You can't do it. Now, I'm a forgiving person as well, okay, and I can forgive you. But It's not easy to forget. And for somebody on the council who is ethically responsible to the city, people in this city, we can't have that. You can't make that mistake. You can't even make that mistake one time because the trust in the council goes away when you let it go away. Okay, you can't just let it go away. You have to do something. You have to take a stand. You have to take it quick because it's already been a month since it's been said. And it probably would have been okay had it been taken care of before it got out to the town, but it's out here. Okay, and people are gonna form their own opinions. Everybody's not gonna hear what you said. Everybody's not gonna hear the forgiveness. Everybody's not gonna hear the quote scripture. But when I hear, let the children pick cotton for something to do, I think of my ancestors. And I think of the whips that they got for not picking enough, but how much they got paid for it. And that took me back. And right now, I can't forget that. It's gonna take some time. I can't forget that right now.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, we got about 10 minutes. Anyone else?
Hey, Natalie Jordan. I just got one question that I would just like to ask Mrs. Samuels. Why that particular comment? When that question was asked to you, why that comment?
I don't even say it.
Would you apologize for something that you don't remember?
She said it. I said it, then I got to apologize.
Yeah, I know Sister Rita, been known her a long time. She's a very trustworthy person. She'll do anything she can to help anybody. So if she said it, that it was said, it was said. But that's the only thing I want to know.
Yeah,
I'm sure many here, that's here just want to know why that particular comment. Why not say, let him go play basketball, let him go to the mall, let's do something to that, other than saying something that's derogatory that would offend a lot of people. So that's the question that I have. Why not?
Anyone else? I think we all agree that comments hurt. I think everyone in this room understands that Mr. Stafford is sorry he made that comment. I think everyone understands we don't need to allow that type of comment. I would just say to you, Ms. Moore, everyone who leaves this room tonight, try to put this back together. The TV man back there can help. The newspaper can help. The radio can help. But ultimately, it's up to us and the way we live. And that's what has got to happen. And again, I do not think that Swainsboro and Marion County are stricken with racial problems, but I think we've got work to do. And that is one thing that I see as positive, is that we can work together and we have worked together. And so, if we have no other folks who want to comment, I want to thank all of you for being here. Council will deliberate this, and we will work through it. But we're going to have to do it in the spirit that we've had here tonight. So I thank you very much. We're going to have a short recess before we continue.